Guys, Guy in Kalamazoo here. It's been a few weeks, I think. You know, I try to do these regularly. I'm obviously not a regular guy. So, I apologize, but here's my update. And, so yeah, Lions. Of course, I'm a Lions fan. I have to say I'm a fair weather fan. Guess who they play tomorrow? And this is actual NFL. This is an actual NFL hoodie from the NFL shop. Yeah, my other team, the Saints. So they're in New Orleans tomorrow. They play, or Nolans. But anyway, I will be going with my guys in blue, Honolulu blue. Although I do, you know, that's why I say I'm fair weather. If they were doing terrible and the Saints were actually doing good, then I would be on the Saints bandwagon. But no. Okay. Oh my God, today it's my window to yours. My window, and you probably can't see, is very wet. We have seriously today have had probably, I'm going to say at least 2 inches of rain. I dare say we've had 3 or 4. Waldo Stadium, we have here in Kalamazoo, anybody who's familiar with Kalamazoo, we have Western Michigan University. And I was just watching the news, and on Waldo Stadium, sadly, our Broncos today, it's homecoming. I think they're playing Akron. We're going to play. It's been canceled, and I just saw the news. The Stadium Bowl is seriously have to have at least 4 inches of standing water all the way through it. And they've rescheduled the game, they said, for 1 o'clock tomorrow. However, the fields keepers there at the stadium, I guess underneath the turf there's some cork, and this cork is starting to come up. What is that peeping? Okay, nothing. But they doubt that even tomorrow it's going to be playable, so I don't know. Okay, so what's going on with me? Not too much. Work-wise is going okay. I've been doing some projects with SharePoint still, continuing with SharePoint. I'm on this, oh, you see Honda in the background a little bit too. There he is, that baby. Let me see if I move the camera a little bit. I don't know if... No, I don't know, where did he go? Anyway, he's there. Okay, that's not... I've started doing some data science learning. There's a course, I think it's edx.com. Microsoft seems to have partnered up with them because that's a passion that I do have, is some data science. Okay, anyway. So I just had to pause. Chris came up. He didn't know I was doing this. Because he's been playing Destiny. He just came up, told me he went flawless again in trials. He's been doing a lot of Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2. I'm not over it yet. I'll still pick it up, but I'm not playing it on a daily basis. I didn't play it yesterday. I did not play it today. I've been playing. Frankly, it's been the 1-year anniversary, something I want to talk about a little bit, of Gears of War 4. And they had a 4 times experience day the other day. They've been giving out goodies throughout the weekend. I've been playing a lot of Gears, and actually on my YouTube channel, I added a, and you can go look at it. It's I call it my road to second level up, or level 200, my second re-up, because Gears kind of copied Call of Duty in that way, where once you get to 100, you can re-up. You go back, you turn off everything, you go back to 0, start again. And actually now, even after I went to level 200 and re-upped, I am now a 20, I think. So technically, I'm a level 220. But yeah, speaking of Gears, while I'm on the subject, I wanted to. One reason I love Gears is the story. And people may say, Brad, what the fuck are you talking about, the story of Gears? Yeah, there's a story in 1, 2, 3, and then Judgment, even going on a few years, 20 years after, I think it is. I can't remember how old JD is, but anyway, he's in his early 20s, 24 years maybe after. I can't recall. But anyway, Gears of War 4 continues the story. These supplement the story very well, and Karen Travis, who writes these books, she was involved in the writing of Gears 1 and 3. I don't know who wrote 4. I don't know if she was involved or not. She's written, several. Let me look. She's written some Star Wars books too. Republic Commando books, Legacy of the Force, Bloodline, Sacrifice, Revelation, The Clone Wars, Gears of War. I don't know. She's done quite a bit. And anyways, these books are wonderful because they tell the backstory of Marcus and Dom and why they're brothers so close to each other. And like Marcus is a spoiled rich kid that has to go to a public school, and he's a single child, and when he's in the school he's ridiculed, and his parents, his father works for the government and develops this secret weapon which turns out to be the Hammer of Dawn. I don't know, it's just so good. Now these, and please, I need to find these also supplement the story. Just like Star Wars, there's books with Star Wars, there's comics with Star Wars. In fact, with Star Wars, as a side note, I never knew, somebody told me this, I never knew that the Emperor was resurrected. And somebody said, oh yeah, in one of the comics he was resurrected. Anyway, I want so dearly I need to start finding these. I've got number 13, 14, 15, 17, I'm missing 16, 18, 20, I'm missing 19 and 21. And I think there's maybe 24 of these. I gotta look, but I need 1 through 12. And one I have a feeling is pretty hard to find, but these are the comic series. Gears has such a rich history and story. Now, speaking of Gears, I don't know if anybody out there believes me on this or shares my theory on this. Marcus's mother originally found according to the books, Karen Travis, I bet you're not watching. I'm going to tag you in this YouTube, so maybe you might watch. My theory is, and a lot of people are like, oh, no. Marcus's mother is Queen Mira. If not the mother, then she's related somehow. Because they talk about Marcus's mother, and she actually started communicating, and Marcus's father, and it's spoilers if you don't want to know the story anyway. But it's, read the book. Marcus's mother supposedly went lost, and supposedly they found bones and clothes. I don't know. And the father maintained contact with Queen Mira, didn't even tell the government that he was talking to Queen Mira or what their discoveries were about the Locust. And later he was found to be a traitor because he never told the government, and then E-Day happened. And Queen Mira is one of those, I love Queen Mira. She's one of those figures, yeah, she's bad, but she's fighting for the survival of her own species. And there's always a motivation to why, I guess this happens. But to me, though, Queen Mira is Marcus's mother, and if that's true, spoiler alert again, Marcus killed his own mother at the end of Gears 3. And anyway, I just have to say, I've got, here, tattoos. And I've always wanted around this tattoo pictures of Marcus and Dom. Now, it's like if I get a tattoo, I have to be careful. I don't even know if I'm allowed because of my Coumadin. So anyway, I just love Gears. I've been playing Gears still continuously. I talked about this in my last update, but it always these games that I come back to. Gears is always one of those. I do have the Ultimate Edition. I think I have to check my PC. I think I might have. I've got Gears 4 on the computer, and what I need to get is I also need to get a controller for the PC, because that one controller I have, the up button on the left, I think it is, it just moves things. It's a pain in the ass to use. So I need to find a Xbox controller used. I'm sure I can pick one up cheap at probably GameStop. I might even go look tomorrow, or go down to our Second Chance store. It's called Second Chances, and see if they maybe have one. So let's see what else is going on. This little gem here, I love this game, Metal Gear Rising. And you know, I've had this, and I'm like, you know what? I want to see if this is backward compatible. Lo and behold, to my surprise, it was. I was thrilled to death that I can play this on the Xbox One. And you know, I do now also own, because I don't remember if I mentioned, I did get the Gears of War for Xbox One S, but I also bought the while back the 360, the Gears of War. I think it's Gears of War 3 console. It's red and black, beautiful. 360. I could always play this, you know, right on that console. But it's just for me, it's convenient. The other thing I found, and I don't know if I said, was my Gears of War, and I'm using it vertically with a stand, the Xbox One S. On eBay, there happened to be the 2 terabyte external hard drive for the Xbox, and it's a 2 terabyte. I bid on it, and the bid went up to like 120 bucks. I'm like, no, you know what, I'm done. Well, I guess whoever won that bid, it failed, because then I got a notice from eBay saying, hey, it is back up for sale, and there is now a buy now price, $80. I got on that in a heartbeat, and I bought it. I've got it. So now I have 2 terabyte external, including the 2 terabyte internal. I've got a shitload of games right now. Outside of Gears, the other thing that I am enjoying right now is Shadow of War. That is such a massive game. Such a massive game. The story, yeah, the story's good. But as you go along the game and you're grinding this game is a big grind too. As you're going along, you're grinding. It's like, there's people talking in the background, and it as it relates to the story or whatever. I just have to take a breath and breathe. It to me like Halo. I know Halo also has the books. I've not read the books. I've just played the games enough to know what the story is. But to me, it's a very confusing story. The Tolkien series, I don't know anything about The Hobbit. I've not read it. I've not watched movies. The Lord of the Rings, yes, I have. Of course, the 3 wonderful movies. I've never read the books, so you know I can't say much about it. But there's always chatter, and it's like in the game itself, I am not really listening what they're saying. I'm hearing what they're saying, and there is a difference between listening and hearing. I've talked about that. So anyway, but this game is wonderful. It is, and people talk about the loot boxes, and you know you play to win or pay to win and blah blah. I've not bought any loot boxes. I'm enjoying the game. Yeah, big grind, yes, big grind. Big open world, yes, and it's beautiful. Now, my one thing I need to stop doing and start doing, and I think the market is driving people this way, is don't buy the physical disc. Buy the digital copy. Why? I just found out that Shadow of War is a play anywhere game. So if I had bought the digital copy, I could also play it here on the computer too, and the computer and the Xbox, which I really enjoy that. So I know some people are like, oh, he's getting rid of the Xbox and the console's dying, and blah 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 blah. No, it's not. It's not. Okay, so let's see what else is going on, guys. Really? Chris is doing fine. I'm doing fine. Frankly, I'm tired of our government, but I am not going to get into that right now at all. People who know me well know I don't like 45 at all. I hope there's going to be a 46 soon, but the 46 alternative probably is not as good as what the 45 is. But the 46 at least probably is not crazy and has a level head and won't send us into World War III. So anyway, what else is going on? I don't think there's much going on, guys. They do have, if anybody is interested, this is I think I talked about this. This is a fitness band. It's called AMIR, Amir. You can look it up. It works wonderful. It is not as fancy as what my Samsung's charging right now. It's not as fancy as the Samsung. I did win this through Tech Todorichi, I think is his name. He's out of Germany. He's a guy that I watch on YouTube, but I won it through him, and he actually sent this from Germany to me, and it works just fine. It pairs up with your telephone. You get notifications, everything. But if anybody is interested, just message me, let me know, and I'll get it to you. So let's see what else is going on. Not much else. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and this is going on about 20 minutes, and have fun gaming, everyone. Have fun, be safe, take care, love each other, just be peace. Make the world a peaceful place. But, yeah, go Lions. So, anyway, we'll talk to you soon, guys, and, yeah, take care.